Ladies and gentlemen, boy, you are in for a treat today because I am here doing some game hunting in Kissimmee, Florida, of all places. I am here on family vacation, and you guys already know I had to take a day, steal the family car, and come out game hunting and bring you guys along with me because that's just how committed I am to bringing you guys the sweet, sweet content. And little did I know that apparently Kissimmee is the video game pawn shop capital of the world, because from where I'm standing right now, I can see not one, not two, you can see that 10% pawn over there, but 3 pawn shops on this exact corner. So we're gonna head into some of these places, do some game hunting, and see if we can rustle up some deals for me to cram into my carry-on for the flight home. Well, folks, stop number 1 of the day is going to be value pawn and jewelry. I'm really hoping that there's going to be some decent stock of video games at all of these locations, but I've never been anywhere near here before, so I really don't know what to expect, but we'll find out together. Alright, not a great start. 25 bucks for an old sports game, 15 bucks for an old sports game. I'll have to check on Assassin's Creed and see if that's decent. A few games over here. Nothing to write home about. We got Just Dance 4, 14. What is this? 5 for $5. Oh, that's a pretty good deal. Michael Jackson, The Experience. That's a good one for $1. I think they probably have it up there. Anything decent over here? Not really. Cameras here, those haven't gone down in price at all, have they? If you do $7 for both of them, I could do that. Alright, so definitely not a bad first stop there. It was kind of cool to see all the like Disney merch and stuff that they had around the store. Definitely not used to seeing that. But did pick up a few things to flip. One of them is Michael Jackson, The Experience on Wii. This one I got for $1, and I think I should be able to get at least 10 for it after fees, if I'm not mistaken. The reason that I didn't look it up is my service was terrible in there. So I just had to go off of what I had in the old noggin. And then I actually picked up a couple of PS3 cameras. This was a bolo that I actually got from the Discord. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. These go for around $12 or so after fees on Amazon, and I've been passing them up all the time at video game stores for like $2. Definitely have learned my lesson on that. They have a pretty good sales rank, so they'll sell fairly quickly. Got 2 of those for $7. So all told, we're looking to make probably in the range of like 20 to 25 bucks on all of this stuff here, and I'm really not gonna complain about that, so on to the next one. Okay folks, this is the strangest thing I've encountered yet. Pulling up to a Chick-fil-A and there isn't a line around the building. What in the world? Do Floridians not know about Chick-fil-A? What's going on here? All right folks, next up we've got Simple Pawn. This is, I think, a chain that I've never been to before, but we'll see how much luck we have here. interesting. Oh, it's a PC game. No. Well, no luck at Simple Pond. The prices were great, but unfortunately the inventory was not. Stop number 3, La Familia. So another decent stop at La Familia here. Ended up picking up 2 things. One is Skylanders Imaginators. If you guys have been with the channel for a while, you know I pick this game up fairly commonly. They had it priced at $13, which is honestly more than most places would. I got them to do $10 with no tax on it, so that was decent. This will go for around like probably $25 after fees on Amazon, so I was happy with that. And then the other thing I picked up was this 250 gig Xbox 360 hard drive. This is another good thing for you guys to look for when you are out hunting in the wild. This, all they could do is knock the tax off. The biggest reason that I got it, they were in reality only worth like 30 bucks. But I actually have a Xbox 360 right now that needs a hard drive. So for 20 bucks, I was willing to do it. It'll add about $50 worth of value to the console on Amazon. So that was well worth it. All right, folks, pawn shop number 4 is a chain that I actually am familiar with, Cash America Pawn. If you guys have not hit the like and subscribe button yet, definitely do your boy a favor, because you know I am desperately in need of some digital affirmation. But let's head in here and see if we can get some deals. So I'm looking over here at the DVD section, and I like to scan stuff that I just don't really see very much, and this one, BBC sometimes does well. The Elizabeth Gaskell collection looks like the lowest one on Amazon is 30 bucks, so those have some high potential. I don't know what they're going to price them at, but I'm optimistic. Oh man. Oh, I almost totally missed this. 25 bucks, that's gonna be a good deal. Oh no. Oh, it might not have the game in it. Shoot, it looks like just the base and the figures. I'll ask them about it, maybe they have it in the back. If it has the game, I definitely...
If we don't have the game, do you want?
I wouldn't... I don't think so. If it was really cheap, I would, but I...
You said $15. That's what it sounded like you said. You said $15.
If you could get me to 10, I would, but I know that's kind of cheap. If you had the game, I'd definitely pay 20 if it's somewhere in the back.
Take a look at it.
Okay.
Alright.
And then do you know what these would run me here?
Those are box sets. They're
yeah. Are they 4?
Oh yeah, they're $4 each.
Or is this all part of the same one, or they look kind of different?
Alright. They look exactly the same. Oh, this is not order. I think it's everything.
2, disc 1. Oh no, there's 7, 6.
Because it's 3 episodes.
5.
There's Cranford, North and South, Wives and Daughters.
Yeah, it seems like they're all in here.
So, North and South, Cranford, Wives and Daughters, Elizabeth Gaskin, This Fire, Wives and Daughters. Yeah, it's the same thing.
All right.
So I guess you only need to get one, unfortunately.
Yeah, if you could do the 15 on this and then the 4 on each of those, I'd be fine with that. I don't really have an interest in the tablet.
Okay.
All right, so Cash America was actually, all things considered, pretty decent. Got these two Elizabeth Gaskell collections, never bought these before, for $4 a piece, and they should be worth around like 22 or so after fees, so definitely happy with that. And then also got this Skylanders Superchargers set, which unfortunately is missing the game disc from there. But because of that, it was already marked down to 25. I got it for $10. And this base alone, if it's the Xbox One version, goes for 30. Plus it's got a few figures in there. What I'll honestly probably do is just wait until I do get the Xbox One Superchargers game. And then once I pair it with that, it'll go for over $100. So I was definitely happy with that pickup. And now we're gonna go right next door to something like 10% off pawn or something like that, but let's go see. And now we are going right next door to Queen of Pawns, also known as 10% Pawn. Not really sure why they have two names on this place, but let's go check it out. All right, so we had absolutely no luck at Queen of Pawns, also known as 10% Pawn. But here we are now at Value Pawn. We're gonna see if we can do any better at this location. I think it's what, like pawn shop number 6 or so? One thing I'm finding pretty commonly at these stores is a lot of shoes. Decent like high-end shoe selection, which is kind of cool to see. Also a decent amount of like higher dollar Disney related merchandise. Got some nice lounge fly bags and other accessories. I also keep seeing these fake Disney pins everywhere. This is apparently a pretty common thing for this chain. All right, seizure warning apparently, but we've got a couple of Switch games there. And oh, another Switch game. Yokai Watch is absolutely worthless. Nothing really to be done in this case. And also a fairly brutal PS4 and Xbox One section as well. This one is actually decent. No price tag on it. I may have to ask about that. Yeah, check that out. 22 after fees. So if I can get this for like under 15, I'll probably pull the trigger. All right, ended up picking it up for $10, so that'll be the easiest like 12 to $14 I've ever made. All right, so here we are, pawn shop number 7, another value pawn. I honestly wish that I could have snuck in some video game stores to this whole trip, but unfortunately, in this part of Florida, like all they have is GameStops, and I'm not all that interested in that. But we're gonna head in here and see what kind of luck we can have. Well, absolutely nothing at stop number 17. I have to say, one of the things that surprised me a little bit today is that even though I am, at the time of filming this video, it's like late May, so we're still a little bit on the tail end of like stimulus checks and tax returns and stuff like that, but I was expecting to find a few more like PS3 games that were worth flipping, but the selection has been almost none at these places, which is part of the reason why I was looking to go to a few video game stores if I could, but a lot of them are only open, like right now it's Monday, a lot of them are only open like Thursday or Friday through Sunday around here, like at flea markets and stuff like that, which is a little bit unfortunate, but maybe next time we're in Florida. But right now, I've got 1 or maybe 2 more stops that I can hit on my way home. All right, folks, stop number 8 is another simple pawn. Let's see what we find. Does this have a charger with it? It doesn't?
No, it has the case, but no charger.
Okay. Does it turn on?
Do you have a charger at home? Because I can give you. Do you live close by?
Mm-mm.
No.
I'm actually visiting.
Where?
I'm actually visiting from Kentucky with some relatives. Yeah.
Because I could give you like up to 2 weeks, but you will have to get a charger and test it to give you the money back, you know.
I see. Yeah, if I couldn't test it, I probably wouldn't be able to do it for the price.
I understand.
And
I don't have obviously if I would have, like, I would get it, but let me see if I can find one. Do you have a minute?
yeah, that's fine. It should be like a white or light gray charger. Oh man, I was so excited when I walked into that pawn shop and saw that 2DS XL sitting there on the shelf. Those have been super high in price. I've been selling them for over $200, usually like in the $250 range after fees on Amazon, which is absolutely crazy. Unfortunately, it didn't have a charger and it wasn't turning on. I did ask if they would be able to do a solid discount on it untested. Unfortunately, it just came out this last Saturday onto the floor. Apparently it was working when they got it, or at least I would assume that it was, but she wasn't able to do much of a discount. And honestly, even if I had been able to test it, if she wouldn't have taken any money off of the $150, I may still not have bought it. But anyways, all that to say, if you guys find 2DS XLs out there, they're going for really good money, especially on Amazon. But nonetheless, I did end up scooping up Mario Party 10 for $10, which I'll have to look up what that is actually going for currently. I had really terrible service in there, so I wasn't able to look anything up. I'm not quite satisfied with that one as the last one, so we're gonna have to go ahead and do another stop number 9 on the way home to close out the day. All right, folks, 9th and final pawn shop of the day is Best Pawn, and we will see about that. Wow, that's a first. Graded comics at a pawn shop. Never have I ever. And how much is the Zelda game? Yeah. 59.
You never heard that before?
I thought it was material. No.
I'll think on that one. Does it have both discs in there? Is it maybe under this one?
I don't see one below it.
Huh.
Unless it's a double-sided or something like that.
Gotcha, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see another disc.
Okay. Almost didn't even see this section over here. Ooh, 150 for a PS3, that's kind of steep. Although 50 for a PS2 is actually not bad. If that has a decent controller. Do I want to take it back on the plane though? That's the question. Oh, we've got an Xbox One Connect. I'm not seeing a price on that. That could have some potential. Oh, look, they were holding out on me. Got even more games over here. Check this out. GameCube? What? Harry Potter? Okay, hold up now. GameCube? What? Oh, they're not cheap though. Well, I'll have to scan some of these and see if there's any potential here. Oh, that could be underpriced. Oh, I'm excited to take a look at some of these.
Connect sensor is 89.
89. All right, well,
Looking on that.
I guess I'll do this one
Okay.
for 10, but the rest I'll probably pass on.
Okay.
$89. Did you guys hear that? They wanted 89 flippity dollars for an Xbox One Connect sensor. Never have I ever. Well, pretty much worst case scenario happened in there. All the games were individually priced. I tried picking out a few that weren't priced in hopes that they would say, like almost every pawn shop does, between like $1 and $3 for the Wii games. Maybe if I'm lucky, like 5 to 10 on the Xbox Ones, and I don't know, maybe give me the sensor for 10 bucks or something like that. Unfortunately, he looked everything up individually on eBay. Luckily for me, there was one game that for whatever reason he underpriced a little bit. A Way Out he did give me for $10, which I should be able to get over 24 on Amazon after fees, so that's not bad. Oh my gosh, people, $89 for an Xbox Connect sensor. That's why I don't think I can even get that on Amazon. Normally I do a little bit of a recap scenario at this point, but right now it's just kind of a mess, and honestly, after 9 stops this afternoon, I'm feeling a little bit beat. I would estimate somewhere in the neighborhood of like maybe 150 to 250 in profit on the day, so definitely nothing to write home about, but also nothing to complain about. Hope you guys enjoyed this little pawn shop trip in the lovely Osceola County, Florida. Everything that I got today that is worth looking out for, I'm going to be posting as well in the Discord with comps, as I always do. The link to that is in the description if anybody is interested, folks. Thank you so much for coming along, and until next time, I will catch you guys on the flip.